Yeah, good morning everyone. Welcome to the Tuesday morning session for week 10 of the Guildford City Fitness live stream. Hope you had a really good bank holiday and you made the most of the weather and did whatever it is that you were hoping to get done with your families in a safe and responsible manner. Make sure your warm-up area is clear while we're talking about safe and responsible, and you've got a drink ready to hand. It's card game for the warm-up today, and we're going to get going straight away with squat to hip lift. So you've got squat to hip lift and then windmill. Also at the end, I'm going to do a bonus minute of plank because I built comments yesterday. I'm trying to get myself out of the habit of saying and I go 3 of them already.
So basically, if Jordan says quite a lot, then he's doing penalties. Morning from Sam. Morning from Tom, morning from Danny and Sophia.
Then windmill, how you doing guys?
Morning from Robin and Jamie.
Robin and Jamie, how are you doing today? So into a Y shape, and then let the angle of your leg pull you into rotation. So I'm not actually doing a lot of pulling, it's just slide your hand down your leg.
Morning from Edith, from Eleanor and from Dylan.
Edith, Ellen and Dylan, hope you had a good one.
Morning from Grace, who is just back from a run.
Another person getting on the run train. Well done, Grace.
Morning from Pranath. He did the workout offline yesterday because he was allowed to sleep in a bit longer.
I think you're all absolutely done the right thing, making the most of that. Streamline lunge, so 3 on each side. It's streamlined, but try and keep your hands like side by side, just to see how well you can hold your hands over your head, reaching for the ceiling without pulling. When if people interlink, it's easier to pull yourself into position.
Morning from Charlie and her new pets, guinea pigs, Banana and Maple.
Banana's a great name for a guinea pig.
Names taken from her favourite pancake toppings.
These poor pets that are just getting named after our foods.
Yeah.
Okay, wall slides. I did try it earlier, again with that, but I have to lean, so I'm going to leave it again.
Morning from Clelia.
Oh, my arm's in here. So wrist down to the ground. So you might find you rise up. How you doing, Clelia?
Robin and Jamie said good. I'm guessing that's to how the bank holiday was. Morning Jordan from Ella and Jack. Morning both from B. Morning B.
How you doing, B?
Good morning.
Ellen and Jack. Ellen and Jack.
I'm stopping so you can say.
No, I said Ellen. That's
Okay.
what you said. It's Ella. Okay. Alternate shoulder rolls.
Good morning from Manon and Nugget. Sorry I wasn't here yesterday. It was my dad's birthday on Friday, and it was my dad's birthday, and on Friday it was my sister's birthday. That is from Glyn Jones. Manon. Oh yeah, it did say morning from Manon. Oh, I'm not awake again, guys.
And split jumps.
Morning from Lily Johnson.
Okay, how you doing, Lily?
So does that mean that you've had lots of birthday cake, Manon? Both from your dad's and your sister's birthday?
Of course, yesterday we should have said also a big happy 70th to Richard Garfield.
Yes.
Yesterday. But obviously at 7 in the morning my brain isn't working very well.
Yeah.
But if you haven't had a look, we did do Tilly did a video for him, which is on Facebook now. It was really cool, it was really good to see him as well. There's so many people on that phone call. Right. And that's it, you're into card game. So, usual exercises. So we're going to do dead bug, toe touch, squat, and star jump.
So Robin and Jamie say, sorry we weren't here yesterday, but we didn't realise it was on, so we did it later anyway. That's fine, like you still did it, but the only bank holidays that Jordan won't be doing
Christmas
it is
and Easter.
Christmas and Easter.
Yeah. Everyone ready for card game? We're going in 3, 2, 1, go. Whichever card Demi draws, I'm just going to call the exercise as it comes up.
Okay, so you got 5. Shall I just give you numbers
Yeah.
today? 5.
No, show the suit. 5 toe touches. What suit is it?
Spades.
Spades. So spades is toe touch. Okay, next.
1 spade.
Toe touch.
6 diamond.
Diamond star jump.
Are you going to remember all this?
Have to. 6 of them.
8 clubs.
Club's going to be dead bugs. That's 8, so you can do even. Which means hearts is squats.
7 diamonds.
Diamonds is dead bug. So doubles because it's odd. 4, 5, 6, 7, and then relax. One more round. Yeah, gotta keep it tight so we can start finish on time.
Mhm.
2,
You got.
1.
Oh, yeah, she did get lots of birthday cake.
Good. But we shared it.
Oh, that's another diamond. I'm gonna. Joker.
Joker.
Yeah. 1 club.
1 club. Toe touch. Actually, Joker.
Yeah. 8 spade.
Spade is. Shoot, I forget. Oh, that's toe touch again.
No, that was club.
That's club, but spade's down. I haven't done any hearts yet. You can go.
Okay, that's another joker, but it's only 1 joker per game. 2 of hearts.
2 hearts. Squats.
Morning from Kira.
And then relax.
Nick Brooks says morning all.
How you doing, Nick? And Kira. Movement skills, you've got frog stands, Supermans and aeroplanes. I'm going to go foam roller again so I can embarrass myself. And frog stands, you can practice them with your feet up on some books. If you want to try and make it a bit more challenging. Once everyone's had a drink, we'll get going. So, 3, 2, 1, go. So try another way to make it harder. So people used to practice it like this, hands inside feet, and just tip. The idea is you're trying to build up to be able to have strength and stability with straight arms, so that's where you then go this kind of position here. Straight arms, pull the floor with your fingertips and flat palms. Try not to tip forward too far. And then stop. So it seems a bit odd, I've been trying to do it like this, but if you do it flat palm and then try and rip the floor apart, it's easier. Supermans in 2, 1, go.
I love all the pet names that say hello. So, like, we've got Nugget, now we've got Banana and Maple.
Dogs and cats have been a bit quiet recently.
Yeah. It's the small, fluffy ones' time to shine.
Okay, switch sides. No. I shouldn't count if I'm switching. So you're trying to get as long as you can with your toes and your hands, and then touch them in the middle. Like losing anything. And relax. And then finish off the round with aeroplanes. So 2, 1, go. So half and half. It's that nice long position. Well, that was 1. So try and rotate over as far as you can with that tipping up. And then switch sides. So push your foot into the floor. put one arm down in front of you. Build it up gradually, just so you can get your balance right. And drop in and out of reps, even if you don't go all the way. Okay, and stop. That's the first part. You got a 20-second break. Let us know what you were doing yesterday, because we just went for a massive walk around the woods behind Aldershot. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
Picked up loads of pine cones. Yeah, what else did we do? Did some gardening yesterday.
Oh, you did a lot of gardening. Demi was outside with the circular saw.
And over the
That's
weekend we turned Pip's cage into a natural cage, don't we?
Did. You did most of the work. If they're higher, don't worry so much. Just get your knees to sit behind your elbows. The further you get them up the back of your arm, the straighter your arm's going to be, the harder it is. Relax. Then you're into Superman again. I'm going to try. Feel free to join, going with a single arm and leg. 2, 1, go. So up into push-up plank. 2, 1, swap. 2, 1, swap. 2, 1, swap. So you're trying to keep your trunk balanced as always. Let's see how this goes. Relax. That gets hard. But give it a try. And then go airplanes. 2, 1, go. Bend your knee if you have to. Do lots of little rotations. It's kind of like a trade-off. So you might find that you're more stable because you're close to the floor. You get more reach through your hip, which helps you get confident and comfortable with that position. Then you can think about pushing your legs straight. And then swap sides.
Clelia says, I feel bright and sunny.
It's a great way to be, Clelia. And stop. Really annoy myself when I do that. I stop just before, by the time I get into another rep, it's kind of done. So a little break. And then we'll go into round 3. Just a couple of seconds, you went back to frog stands. In 2, 1, go. So the more you can try and get your hips up over your head, the more you're going to improve that balance. Frog stands take a lot more balance than wall holds. That's probably why I've been leaning on them so much recently. So, straight arm position. I know I keep saying trying to collapse out of positions, but my arms and legs get sweaty after 2 videos. So, just enough time for one more rep there. Don't do that, that's why you need parental supervision. Relax. Into Supermans. So, feel free to join me on the single arm and legs again. Just try and do a few seconds at a time if you can. 2, 1, go. So even if you can get into it and then stop deliberately. So press up plank. Swap. So the trick, it's almost like a cheat, is that when you take on single arm and leg, push the foot and hand that are still on the floor down. So you're not just on 4 and then going up to 2. You wobble a lot more, drive it through. last little bit, and stop. And airplanes to finish off part 1. And 2, 1, go. So that's why these are only the warm-up. Because by the end of round 3, everything gets a little bit easier. Famous last words. Swap side. Don't forget, start rotating your chest as well. So if you lead with that shoulder, pull it back. And create that rotation with your core. Wait till your foot's balanced. It means you're moving your whole body as well. And then stop. It's part 1 done. You get a 1 minute rest. Time to grab a drink. And then we're doing dead bugs up there and flutter kicks. So a fair little bit of static core strength. To make them as complex as you want. Dead bugs, I quite like having the foam roller on my ankles. It was way harder than I would have given it credit for, because you're trying to control what's happening on each side. Up downs are what they are. Fluster kicks, well, we all love them, don't we? So just a little bit longer on the break. Got questions, let me know now. Some people have been asking for other things they can do. So if you've got, I'll only ever give progressions to what I've written. But if some people find it far too easy, and you want to, dang it, that's 20 seconds. Then I will give you another core exercise that isn't factored into what I've written there. So 3, 2, 1, go. Dead bugs to start.
Morning, Jordan from Morgan. Sorry for being late.
It's okay, Morgan.
That was a struggle for you to say.
This is the whole time. It's honestly so hard to balance this thing. Oh. You end up going a lot slower as well. Just because you don't want to rush it. A lot of people will try and do dead bugs. If you go too fast, you're going to throw that thing away. Relax. And then up downs.
The chair is extra squeaky today.
2, 1, go. Same principle as all the other ones. Push to whichever arm or leg is still on the floor. Drive it down for some extra stability. And then reverse. Try it with a roller on your back. Good luck. So you always end up doing less reps, but your control is that much better for it. Especially when you're small compared to that. I'm quite wide compared to the roller. And stop. Then flutter kicks to finish off the round. Little 10-second break. In 2, 1, go. Maybe one day these will get easy, but for now, control that leg kick. Tuck your pelvis so that your lower back's always pressed into the floor. Try and keep your neck relaxed. So if you do bring your shoulders up, it's led by the top of your abdominals. Not really looking down. Last 10 seconds. 2, 1, relax. 20 seconds break, and then you're back into dead bugs. So with flutter kicks, start trying to do the harder version and just break it up into a couple of second rounds. I'll demonstrate what I mean in a second. 2, 1, go. Dead bugs again. If this is too much, you can go single arm and leg. So if you're not, by the end, if you want to drop this, I might do it involuntarily. Well, you can just go single arm and leg, slow it down. So keep that long position, try and keep your hips and shoulders flat. Slow reach, couple of seconds, stretching, snap back. So a couple of seconds there. So the longer you can hold that lengthened position, the more resistant to fatigue you're going to get. And stop. Up downs. In 3, 2, 1, go. You wanted to mix it up again. It's more like a side step than a progression or regression. You go up, down, and then march with your legs. And then so it ends up being that you're trying to create, you're trying to resist rotation at both ends of your body. So up, down, so down, then up, kick, and then reverse the kick. Just so you've initiated with both sides, and then relax, bad timing. So if you go down onto your left arm, go up on your right, and then go down on your right, so you're doing both ends of it. Fluster kick in 2, 1, go. So to try and push yourself, it takes more strength to hold the harder version. So even if you're not used to it, maybe try and do it in little bursts. So if we go 5 seconds of a hard flutter kick, shoulders up, stomach flat, and then stop. So this is meant for people that aren't there yet. 2, 1, go. So 5 on, 5 off means that you'll get 20 seconds of really high quality flutter kick done. Relax. And go again. So shoulders are up. And relax. Last few seconds. And go. And stop. So the big difference there is that you're trying to hold your shoulders up a tiny bit, so it's a bit more of a hollow hold, but you're going to keep developing. It takes more strength to do the hard version. So if you keep building up the one you find comfortable, you'll get better at endurance and holding that position. If you keep practicing the harder version, you'll start developing more strength. So it's good just to do a little bit of everything deliberately. I spent my entire rest talking, so you can learn. Forget what the first one is. Oh, back into dead bugs in 2, 1, go. So try it again, single arm and leg, nice and slow and controlled. Hold that bottom position and stretch yourself as long as you can, or push your heels away from me. So you're going to get some big changes down. 15 seconds left. So even with this, I'm trying to reach, if I can see on the camera, get my fingers away from my head. Back up. And relax. So it's a stretch through you deliberately reaching. It's going to start making those long reaches far more comfortable. Up downs in 2, 1, go. Other substitutions, you can go shoulder tap. Alternate again, so left hand, left foot, right foot, and then right hand, left hand. Because it doesn't seem like that big a deal. But it's going to change where you have to initiate that stability from. Stop mixing it up. So you've got 10 seconds left. And remember, when you go for shoulder tap, hand comes away, you push the other one down. Stop there, and then fluster kick, finish off. In 2, 1, Go. Click your hips back. Few seconds on, few seconds off. Concentrate on breathing. If you lift your shoulders, it's going to work the muscles below your ribs a bit more. Just don't give up your lower back. If that starts to happen, bend your legs. Just make sure your knees are crossing over. Like this. So it doesn't look like a flutter kick. Relax. It doesn't look like a flutter kick anymore, but the point of it is you're trying to work your legs, so moving them whilst keeping all of this still. So if you've ever been told that you start to arch your back, you start dropping your hips, lifting your stomach, that's what we're trying to avoid by strengthening this up. If you do it but you round your back, your body's just going to allow that to happen when you get tired. So if you move slower but you keep that flat, it's so much more impressive, especially for smaller ones, because it takes more body awareness. And you can never have too much of that in swimming. That'll do for today. I owe a little bit of plank. So I'm going to get that done now just because.
Is that for the Joker?
Oh yeah, no, okay, Joker. Minute 20, so I have to do that at the end. Cooldown is going to be stretching today. So I told the other ones I was trying to be clever by alternating who got what, but I kept getting confused. So today, stretch, cushion up against the wall. The closer you get, the harder it becomes. There you go. So you should still be able to squeeze your back hip a little bit. If you feel too much of the stretch, right down. You get to a point where it feels like you're stretching something on your knee, back off a little bit, even if you can hold that position. Because you can always start further away and then just sit back to create more stretch. So it should all be above the knee, in between below the hip, in the middle. And then hamstring, so shuffle your heel forward a bit and lean. You'll get more stretch if you lift your toes up, but balance is most important. So here, holding your core like you had to do during those last two exercises and sinking your body weight down. So I've got no stretch here anymore, so I'm bending at the hip, but because my heel's forward, I'm stretching both ends of my hamstring without thinking about falling over. If you go heel up, you're more worried about this than stretching. Switch sides. See whether one side feels different to the other. So I think on this side, I don't get that weird pinch on the top of my knee. So I'm just going to go for it. Push your toes into the wall as well. Gives you a little bit more stretch sensation. If you can't feel, again, if you don't feel your hips, squeeze awake.
Oh.
Have a little drink.
Where is she? Oh yeah.
The only place you can get water.
I thought we were telling them to have a drink, not that she was drinking.
Well, if they get the drink, I get the drink, but I can't reach, so they don't get the drink. And so then crawl your foot forward. So if you do it like a little lead with your toes.
Robin and Jamie say thank you.
You're welcome, Robin and Jamie. Have a great one. Have fun back at school. This time, how fast people are going to shoot off.
Pip started waking up for your videos now rather than the earlier one.
Well, she has a cool new environment, doesn't she? So she has a reason.
Yeah.
Okay, that's that part done. Into hip stretch. So go iron cross again. So main rules, pretty much just keep your shoulders pinned to the floor and pay attention to how close to the ground your knee gets. So if you look, there's a pretty decent gap there, which I can close if I let my shoulder come up. but you're not allowed to do that. So that can't come off. Keep it down, pull your knee up, straighten your knee. You might feel more stretch in your lower back, like I am today, but that might just mean that I've got to stretch my lower back out. And then switch sides.
Thank you, Jordan and Demi, for a great session. Can't wait for the next one from Manon and Nugget.
See you later, Manon and Nugget.
Thank you both from Grace, and thank you to Pipsqueak for being so cute. Do
to show it off.
I don't know where she's gone.
Too many hiding places.
Yeah.
This side feels more hippie. Doesn't matter. Just be aware of which side you feel more of, and then you're on to lats. So I was going to grab that out of instinct. Go away.
Thank you, Jordan, for a great session from Eleanor. I love that it's just rolled back to you. Thank you, Jordan and Demi, for an amazing session from Clelia.
You're welcome, Eleanor and Clelia.
Thank you, Jordan and Demi, for the lovely session. Can't wait to see you.
Who's that from?
See you too.
Ow.
I have to scroll up in a second. Thank you from Praness.
You're welcome, Praness.
Johnson?
No.
Right, I'll scroll up.
So, switch again. So I'm just showing you this one again, because it's basically what you're trying to do on the ground, but if you were standing up, so if you're on poolside, you don't want to get down, your kickboard's nowhere near you, you can reach your hands to one direction and shove your hips in that same direction. So if I go...
That was from Lily Johnson.
Lily Johnson. So, hips to the right, hands to the right. At the side on view, you're trying to make sure that you could fit in a narrow tube. Because if you do that, and then lean forward, unless you're old like me, you're not going to feel it anymore because you're all lax. But I did, so you could bounce in and out. The more I leant forward, the more I felt it here rather than up there. But your lat muscles go from there down to here.
I said the thank you for a great session from Clelia, didn't I?
Yes.
Yeah, from Praness, from Morgan. Thank you from
Chef.
Edith. What is a fly skip from B?
Fly skip. It's skipping, but if you imagine what a dolphin kicks, your feet go backwards and forwards. So I do it quite lazy because your ankles blow out if you're too big, but...
Thank you, Jordan and Demi, for this amazing session. It was very good. My mum joined in for some of it from Danny and Sophia.
Very brave. That's good to know I've got parent support.
Yeah, thank you so much for the session from Dylan.
You're welcome, Dylan. I hope you've recovered from that plank last week because you need to do it again today. Chest, so I'm going to look the roller because I have it. But if you don't want to do the classic one, use some bucks. So imagine that's not a roller, it's a couple of bucks. You can do it. You don't need a massive table. You can do the same thing on the floor with your hand elevated up. And if you think about, and not very distinct difference.
I didn't say anything.
Well, I'm just going to switching it. Jordan says and all the time.
Yeah.
And
This one see, I'm allowed to say I'll just say.
right, Joker plank time. Fuming.
Thank you both from B.
Okay, anyone who's joining in. No, plank challenge. Time yourself on the planks, see how you're getting on. Re-watch or watch for the first time Ellen's talk on Facebook. And I'm going to go, that's my Joker plank punishment. 3, 2, 1, go. And then we'll go.
Pancakes.
Yep.
But not with banana and maple.
No, but it'd be weird now. PTSD looking at the plate like, ah!
Are there any slightly harder exercises I can do instead of the plank?
What, for this?
From Dylan. No.
Well then you could try and do the single arm and leg Superman plank. See how you get on with that. Oh, halfway. So as you were doing the the forearm plank. You could try and do you could, no, I'm not going to suggest that. 10 seconds. Relax, stupid jokers. Yeah, you could do the Superman plank, like I was just trying to show you all earlier. It'd be a lot shorter though. So you could go left hand, right foot, and time yourself on that. So like 3, 2, 1. And then just time yourself, see how far you get on, swap over. It's going to be better than holding a plank for as long as you do.
For 10 hours.
Yeah. Yeah, the whole day.
Yeah. He's been holding a plank this entire video.
Probably.
He's like, I'll do the exercise later, I'm just going to hold it.
Here's honestly, you have to see this kid to believe it.
Yeah.
Let me know how you get on with that. Everyone else will join in with that if they want to. Or you could throw on side plank. So I think for you, Dylan, side plank, maybe see how it stacks up. You want to have a good even balance. Or you could do what Tegan demonstrated, if you want, with the leg hold. So I think Debbie would have a hope of pinning me down. But if you
I could sit on you.
look on Twitter, Tegan had a video where she was just like suspended off a canter. So I think this is not going to go well.
Thank you.
So if you imagine having your legs off, see how this goes, it's going to flip. So if you're on the edge of a counter, like that, someone holding your legs down, and then you lean back, arms across your chest, see how that works out. If you do it facing the ceiling, it's still working the same kind of muscles. And
Yeah, he's seen that video.
you have, okay, yeah, have a go at that, if you can do it safely. The main thing is you pretty much have to belly flop. Someone has to really hold down without trying to hurt your legs. Use some padding if you've got it, like a duvet or a big cushion, depending on how long. And if you want to make it even harder than that, if it's too easy, go in streamline. And just hold that streamline position while you do it.
Yep, he said he'll give that a go.
Okay. Same for anyone else, really. If you think you want to see how, I'm not doing one for that either.
It's good though to let Jordan know if you're finding something easier because he'll give you an individual adaptation.
It drives me forward as well with the programming because I don't want to, I think initially, still feel kind of bad about me writing sessions and people not having experience. Actually, really only 2 seconds for that. Trying to catch up and feeling left behind, like I don't want anyone to feel like that during these programs. So if you want progressions, you want to push forward a little bit, then just let me know.
Thank you, Jordan, for another great session. Tired emoji. Humphreys. Oh, I'm getting really bad at remembering names again. I was doing well for a while. I'll scroll up in a second. Thank you both. Enjoy the rest of your day from Zach. We will.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Zach.
Yes, we will, Zach. Have a good one. That's it, plank challenge. Go enjoy school. Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow. And everyone at Guildford City wants to thank you very much for watching.
The tired one was from Ella and Jack, just interrupt very quickly.
Okay, have a good one, Ella and Jack. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.